Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for more chess on Saturday, July 18th, third game of the day. On a little bit of a losing streak today, but we do what we can. We have a Sicilian. I want to make sure I defend this pawn. I think maybe just developing is good. Going to push. Okay, probably trying to block this from coming in. I think let's finish our development, or keep developing so we can castle. Trying to learn to play a little faster, but trying not to blunder. So the exercise today is every single move we ask ourselves threats and weaknesses. By making this move, what threat does my opponent create? Is attacking this knight, and what weakness does it create for them? Well, this knight is a little bit weaker, and this pawn is certainly weaker. So we definitely need to move this knight. But then I guess the question is to where? This seems safe. This seems good and aggressive. They could just kick me though, and I would just have to come back anyways. But knight on f5, that's always the goal, right? Actually, it is covered by the bishop, so that is something to think about too. I'm just going to drop this back to f3. I think it's a little bit safer, gives better control of the center. And we can still develop this, we can still castle, and runs into fewer like tempo moves where I lose the piece, or I lose time because my opponent can develop or push pawns, create space while I'm just running away. So threats and weaknesses, threats and weaknesses. What threat does this create? What weakness does it create? It doesn't really create much of a threat. I guess I can jump in here maybe. What weakness does it create for me? I vacate this square now. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of hold that, maybe prevent this type of move. I need to develop this bishop. This seems like a good square. My pieces are nicely centered. I don't know if it's a good position. This pawn, I think, could use a nice pawn friend. But I'm either thinking here or here. Maybe even here is fine. If I want to go here and then maybe put it here to try to attack the king. No, the problem with here is you always run the risk of the fork. All right, let's just put this here for now to get developed. Maybe we'll jump into here at some point and then put the bishop here. I think we just want castle soon. If castles, I'll likely castle. Okay, threats and weaknesses. This pawn is now weaker. It is less defended. Threats, not too bad. But just something to watch out for. Maybe I could do something like this and then put the pawn there to defend. It's a good developing move. Another idea is hop the knight here to attack this bishop and try to take away one of their bishops. Seems good. Either force them to move again or make them give up a bishop, and then they don't have another like knight or minor piece to develop it. So if I move here, are there any immediate threats? This pawn is defended. I guess they could jump in here and try to do their own damage, but my queen covers that. I could take and then take, so that would be good. If push, I will take. They could run this way and attack my queen. I'll probably just push here. Though I have to be careful, because if I push here, this is my only remaining square. Threats and weaknesses. Threats and weakness. I learned that from Daniel Naroditsky. Watches stream and YouTube videos sometimes when he coaches newer players. Just a constant loop in your head. Threats and weaknesses. Ask yourself what every move threatens and what weakness it creates. For this, threats and weaknesses. Threats, attack this bishop. Weakness, it's not protected by a pawn now. If this knight jumps away, it could kind of be annoying because if takes, like fortunately here I can take, but I think I'll just take here. Okay, insta-move. Gotta watch out for something like that. He has more control in the center now. Okay, I guess takes, after takes. He doesn't really have a very safe place to castle to. But I think I'm okay with takes and then put my knight here. Let's just castle. That seems the safest to me. If push, we can drop this back here and then push this to dislodge the forward pawn. Fortunately, this protects this because if takes, this is still protected against the queen. Threats and weaknesses. Threats and weaknesses. What threats does my opponent have? I imagine it will be something like this to gain space. They might also just leave it be. That triple pawns would be not too good for their position. Where does my queen want to go? Maybe here? It is kind of risky because something could come here and fork. Because this knight already protects it, so if something else comes in... Yeah. Alright, this... Okay, threats. Maybe he can jump in and attack my bishop, but the weakness now is that the queen no longer defends this square. So if I take... He can just take back. And that would straighten out his position, so... Not convinced that I want to do that immediately. Maybe just put a rook here to further control this square. Maybe another move could have been this, though that pretty much straightens out their position as well. But it would give them less control of the center, but it does weaken my king a little bit. I like this rook x-raying his king right now. He probably wants to castle pretty soon. I don't think there's really anything stopping him. I'd like to get my queen involved somehow. Maybe the rook can come up, similar to that other game. Queen comes out, maybe preparing to castle queenside. Maybe castling queenside. Nothing really jumps out at me. I kind of want to attack the king in the center. What if takes? Still not quite enough yet. Okay. Maybe just this then. It seems passive. But being able to do this and this might be able to gain space if he does castle kingside. So I'm going to start with this, and it also relieves my rook of pawn protecting duties. Not that it's an issue right now. Oh, all right, here we go. The knight wants to come in. But to where? Ooh, it wants to, okay, threats. We got a lot of attackers on this pawn now. I don't think we have enough defenders. Actually, we do at the moment, but maybe not for long. Maybe it'll remove this bishop. I guess I would be okay with that. To me, it seems like maybe gaining space and forcing this knight to take action is good. Don't want to be running away for too long. So what are they going to do with their king is the big question. Maybe this over here might be good. A push here, I think, yeah, now this pawn is very hard to get rid of. We would have to come attack from this side. So yeah, probably if push, knight here, and then get ready to dislodge this pawn and control these two squares. Also looking to bring the rook over, activate the queen. Threats and weaknesses. Threats and weaknesses. This is a little bit weak. No pawn to support this knight. Only this bishop. Bishop is doing okay so far. I do have this check. That could come in handy. The knight would have to jump back, or he would have to trade queens. And it seems like a good way to activate my queen. Though I would probably start with rook first as a way to claim the open file. Maybe this would be a good move. But after rook comes over, he's got to figure out what to do. Hopefully the sound is sounding better. I've been experimenting with a noise suppressor and noise gates, and okay. He castles, threats and weaknesses. That's probably good for him. Can't really see, I think it's mostly a defensive move. Prepared to like bring a lot of forces over here. I no longer have that check, but maybe I can find a way to try to attack on the king side. Let's start with this. I think claiming the open file is strong. Queens probably want to get away at some point. He has a semi-open file here. Gotta watch out for that. This pawn is only defended by my king right now. Now it's less appealing to bring my queen here. Maybe at some point I want to go knight here, then knight here. Try to advance it up a little bit. Even material, feels pretty even right now. Maybe he has a bit more of a space advantage. A little bit more center control with 3 pawns in the center 2 files. What are black's plans? Maybe I remove this knight as a defender. Maybe I bring this rook over. It's pretty close position. Most pawns are still on the board. This weakens this, but taking out this knight would give me a lot more attacking chances, I think, on the king's side. So, though it would open up more attacking possibilities for that rook. So pretty hard to say. I'm going to start with this. It feels a little bit premature. Like I don't quite know if I have enough pieces ready to attack to justify something like that. Threats, I guess, is takes. Weaknesses, this knight is a little bit weaker. And this bishop is not defended by anything. So if he pushes, I probably would just take and then try to get my rook in position. His queen is kind of cut off from this side of the board by those pawns, so that's actually pretty good. The queen can't come in to defend as much. That's kind of an odd move. I don't really know what the purpose is. I'm liking, you can't do that because of this. Okay, he's trying to cut off this square, I think. That was kind of the purpose of that. Maybe I should consider this move at some point. Where to put my knight? My knight is kind of sad. Maybe I should reroute my knight to this side. That seems like more powerful. Because it's not really controlling anything. It's just kind of stuck. Shuffle, shuffle. Move the pieces around. I guess he could take back with the knight, so I should take here and then take the pawn. Because takes. Yeah, this kind of weakened that pawn, so that's why he was able to do that. Could also go takes. And trade pawns, maybe? Or trade queens? That seems fine to me. Yeah, that looks good. If takes, I probably just want to take again. I have to actually, because I only have one attacker on that pawn. What if takes? Then takes. Yeah, he's gotta take back with the queen. So probably if takes here, then just takes and then trades. Either way, takes or takes. Okay. Yeah, this is probably coming over afterwards. And now I'm in a little bit of discomfort. Though I think after takes, trades, and then this, it kind of locks it up. Okay, let's do that. I think that definitely makes sense first. Can't think of any other in-between moves, so let's not think too long about it. If takes, probably takes with this rook, right? Or maybe this, just so that it's more controlling. Interesting. Okay. They're piling up here, and they created a pin, which is very annoying. That is annoying. What should I do? What if I go here? The threat right now is queen and rook look at this, and this is the only defender. So I could bring this here. He brings this here. I bring the queen here. And we're all tied to this pawn. Maybe eventually then I make the runaway. Okay. Yeah, let's defend it first. These two pawns are weakness. They're not very effective and they can't break. I have that advantage, but now I'm just kind of stuck. I think getting this played and then maybe moving the king over and then pushing the pawn, I think would shore things up nicely for me. I guess they could actually play this to try to break. G5, G4. To try to break through here. That was a nice move. Queen over here. Not really sure what the purpose of that is. Seems like it could give me time to run away. Because if takes, he might try to come in. That could be a little bit annoying. Oh. No, he could win a pawn here. Yeah, after takes, this pawn is going to fall. Okay, that's not good. I'm trying to evaluate how good this would be. could be good, actually. Because maybe this comes over here, but then this comes and pins. It seems promising. Or they could come here. I guess I could give check. I haven't fully calculated it, but the initial analysis... Oh, shoot. Oh no, I thought this was falling. Because I'm looking at this next, and now we're getting some good offense, some good attacking, if he allows it. Hey, if I get outplayed, I get outplayed. I'm just trying to make sure I don't hang pieces and I don't blunder. That's my goal here. If he grinds me down to a really close endgame, so be it. Learn from it. Okay. I have this. That looks strong. Check. What's he gonna do? Try to block? I can just take it. Could block this way. After takes, maybe I don't have a lot. I also have check here. This seems aggressive, so I like it. Not protected, gotta watch out. This is his only move, I think. We could go here too. No, but this would be checkmate. So he's got to come back to block, and then what can I do? Takes? What happens after takes? That's the problem. I don't have a good answer to that. I feel like I'm back in the same spot. Yeah. I want to give check or something like that. Maybe I just bring this over here. If he takes, I just take back. Oh no, I can't because my queen is being threatened right now. Whew! Whew! Okay, maybe takes and then bring the rook out and get ready for another attack. Well, takes and then take and then maybe check. I don't know. I think we gotta take. Yeah. That's a good move. Yeah, let's give check. And then maybe... maybe that? Oh, I can't yet. Fuck. Maybe this is good, because it requires him to kind of have to probably move one of these pieces out of the way. Which would cause him to lose time. All these pieces are actually doing pretty good, useful things right now. Oh. So that means this is no longer defended. All right, I need to do something. Let's bring this rook out. If he takes, he's not going to take. He's up a pawn. He has a passer. Oh, I have a back rank. I need to fix that. God damn it, I don't know what to do. Let's just address the back rank first, maybe tuck it away here, and then go here. Time management is bad. I kind of wish my rook was here now, actually. I wish I hadn't wasted a tempo trying to come out here. I wish I had maybe just played that first, then got this over here, and then pushed this, because with my rook here, and yeah, let's just put this here. Defend. I think put this back here, tuck this away, and then try to push this way. The main question is, will this pawn be able to make it down? That's a real threat. Maybe my rook should come here at some point. Wonder if this is possible. Takes, check. Huh. I have check here. Ooh. There's gotta be checkmate in here somewhere, right? Check. I don't know. I'm just going for it. Yeah, I think it's got to run here or here. And I got check. Okay, now check here looks strong. And then I got this too, and that might be mate pretty soon. Is this mate? Is this mate? I think that's mate. Not mate. How's it not mate? Oh, got it. He could have blocked. Okay. 31 seconds left. Always keeping it close. Always keeping it close. Wow, what happened? Let's find out. Let's find out. That felt good. I needed a win today. It's not all about winning, but it's more about just not blundering. I think if I lost that game too, because he like slowly grinded me out, it would suck a little energy out of me, but I wouldn't be super sad. Thank you, Checkmater. That's a good name. Checkmater. Defend. Okay, so we're doing good. I mean, at this move here, we have 3 pieces developed to their 2, or to their 1. Lots of pawn moves. But I don't think I actually got a big advantage. I don't want to analyze the opening too long because I don't think I have a good framework for analyzing it. But here, yeah, okay, this is key. So now I think I'm behind at this point. I would have to guess that I'm kind of stuck. My pieces are not very active. They're on defense at this point. This pin is very annoying. I try to create some counterplay by attacking this bishop. I get some counterplay and I remove one of the annoying rooks, which is good. But then after that, not too many answers. Yeah, after this, I think the right move would have been to just play this. Give up the pawn, get the king tucked away here, and then try to play this, open it up, and let my rook do some attacking. I moved it here, and it actually ended up being very useful because that bishop was just kind of stuck there, given where my queen was placed. Oh, yeah, this part was pretty stressful. Defend. Tries to remove this as a defender, but doesn't realize the attack. What could they have done? This was looking pretty good. Like, they were getting relegated to this corner. There are not a lot of squares for him. So, yeah, after maybe here, here. Could have also gone here. I would have gone here. Then maybe here would have been good. Nah, I would have had checkmate. Yeah, I probably did a quick analysis, but it wasn't quite there. Yeah, and then after this, I don't even know. Probably not a lot of valid moves here, but it's coming. And then yeah, it's like I thought that was checkmate. It's like wait, nothing can attack these pieces. The king can't escape to any of these squares. So what did I miss? It's like oh okay, this can come, but after this, it's actually checkmate. I'm like, oh, what about this? Can it run away? No, we actually covered that square with a knight, so useful knight. Let's jump to analysis. I don't want to spend too long talking about that. Ah, he triggered the analysis. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Had some initiative. Was looking pretty good. Let's go back to the beginning. So Sicilian. This is probably pretty standard stuff. Yep, defend. Okay. Okay. All pretty standard stuff, I would say. Ah, interesting. This is my first little advantage. Yeah, so this is where I start getting a bit of an advantage. Oh, interesting. It likes me takes that. It likes me to take that. It likes, yeah, interesting. So if takes, then what? Because my thinking was after takes, like, I don't have that much. And he's got 2 pawns in the center, and I've got 0 pawns in the center. I guess I can quickly attack from the flanks, but he can just quickly sidestep and then get past pawns. So that was not an obvious move to me. I keep not wanting to take that pawn. That's a blunder. But I refuse to capitalize on it. Every single move was supposed to be takes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, at this point I am behind, but only by a little bit. Okay, I addressed this part pretty well. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, really interesting, actually. I didn't even think about that move. I tend to not like those desperado type moves because I feel like they're easy to miscalculate. When someone is attacking your queen, you attack their queen, because it's like, oh, maybe the queen can find a way to like take a piece and give check, and then I have to take back, and then my queen just goes down. So yeah, I think these are all okay. It likes takes, it likes check, and then it likes me coming back. But I take after takes. It does like my rook coming out, but only a little bit. Actually, it doesn't like my rook coming to where I chose to put it. Now I'm really digging myself into a hole. Just had to address the back rank. Oh, wow. I'm not even winning at this point. Oh, they should have just brought the bishop back. I was thinking that too. I was like, okay, the bishop's probably got to come back, but decided not to. Oh, I missed it. I should probably find that. I thought that was checkmate. I think that was what I was scanning for at the moment with 26 seconds left. And I was like, I don't see one. I don't see anywhere where this king can go, and two, nothing can attack the rook at that square, so I don't see what the issue is, but yeah. Okay, cool. Good game, checkmater. I think, what's the takeaway from this game? Take the pawn? Maybe I should have... Let's see, let's go back to the point. I had the biggest advantage. If I had just taken this, they take back. Yeah, you're gonna have to explain this one to me. Excuse me. Oh, it was too much for it. Aren't I down a piece at this point? They have 3 pieces, I have 2 pieces, and we both have 2 rooks, so explain to me why I'm better here. I guess because every single piece is doing something. That's crazy. Well, interesting. I don't think I would have found that in the game, like I didn't, but it's a fun one. Glad to grab the win. A little bit in trouble, but fought through it. Found the right attacks. Cool. I'll play some more, but thanks for watching this one.